Hey folks, it's a man once again. I said a while ago that I would probably be seeing another update. This one's going to be much shorter. And after this, I'm not going to be buying anything for a good long while. I mean, Rand, there's some stuff I want to pick up. I would like to pick up the someday, like on February 14th. There's the Blu-ray, The Perfect Weapon, which granted, there's probably no features, but it's The Perfect Weapon with Jeff Speakman's a film I love very much. So even though it might not seem much on Blu-ray, I do want to pick it up because I'm a big fan of the movie. But that comes out on the 14th of February. Getting the Blu-ray, The Perfect Weapon. I would love to get the also on that day is Beavis and Butthead. They released the new season that they had on MTV. They released it on DVD. I'd also like to get the Robot Chicken, the Star Wars. There's three of them that they released so far. But um, also, there's a few others I forgot, like Cannonball Run 1 and 2, GoldenEye, Tomorrow Never Dies, just to watch them again. But, since I spent a little bit too much, I still need to save money. So it won't be for a while. Maybe around my birthday in May, maybe I can get some money and get some stuff. But, I've sort of settled down and not going to get anything anymore. So I'll wait on all that stuff. Because then from my last update, as you can see, I bought a lot of stuff, spent a little too much money, but I'm gonna wait. Um, but anyway, get into the update. But hey, maybe by May, my birthday, I'll have some little present to me for me. But I got a few more stuff. Not too big this time. This is the last of it. Some I found at a store recently, and they were $3 each. First off, did buy a game, which was about $5. I got it because it sounded interesting. It sounded pretty interesting. Uh, and it is Echo Night Beyond. It's a game I've never heard of. Echo Night Beyond. Weirdly enough, I got this before I saw Apollo 18 because it takes place on the moon. A horrific crash has left you separated from your fiance. Open the door to the lunar colony hundreds of thousands of miles from Earth. You find a desolate base haunted by the spectral remains of those who called it home. So I guess you're on the moon, and it's there's hauntings on the moon. And I've never even heard of this game before, so it could be good, could be bad. But it's called Echo Night Beyond. Again, I've never heard of this game for PS2. Some people may say, oh, it sucks, but that doesn't mean I won't like it. But, yeah. Echo Night Beyond seemed interesting, so definitely give it a look sometime. I can't really record stuff using that because the one thing I had way back when I did Resident Evil wasn't really. I did Resident Evil with PlayStation 1. That footage doesn't look great to me, and I don't have the equipment to record off a TV. Uh, um, maybe I could record off a computer, so maybe like Nintendo games, like stuff I can ROMs and Flash games I can find online, like I did for that A Bobo's Big Adventure. But as for playing stuff at actual TV, like PS2, no. So, but definitely give us a look sometime. And as for the stuff I got, these I got for $3 each at the store. Ravenous, which this is a re-release because I know this was not the DVD cover originally. You're Who You Eat. This Ravenous I got because I remember liking it, even though the ending bugs me. I remember liking the rest of the movie, so for $3, as Guy Pearce, Robert Carlyle, David Arquette. I know it was advertised like it was a comedy, but it really isn't. More of a serious film, and I enjoy the score to this as well. But that's Ravenous. It's about cannibalism and the kind of the times of kind of like a Western time. Um, just as this military outpost. And kind of like cannibalism, but with the old west type of thing. And I thought it was an interesting movie. I thought I had this film, but I don't think I guess I didn't. But I thought I had it. Manhunter. Film I very much enjoy. Some days I think this is the best film with the character Hannibal Lecter. I like The Silence of the Lambs. Hannibal I thought it's okay. Red Dragon didn't care for. Red Dragon is basically this film, only not as good, in my opinion. Hannibal Rising couldn't care about. But there are times, Silence of the Lambs I enjoy, but part of me likes this better. I don't know. But at least it has a feature. Conversation. It has two features, so that's cool. And then I got this, because I wanted to watch this again, because I remember seeing this, I didn't mind it. Speed Racer. I didn't follow the cartoon, maybe that's why. I will say one thing about this film, it's too long. It's 135 minutes. For those wondering, that's 2 hours and 15 minutes. This film should not be 2 hours and 15 minutes. You could have taken a half hour out. You should introduce the characters. There's like a fight scene, keep that in, and then just cut to the race at the end. You don't need 30 or whatever the fuck minutes. I don't remember. It's been a long time. You don't need to go into this character, oh, it's his brother who we thought was dead. No. Just take that out and just show like 5 seconds at the end. Or save for a sequel if there ever was one. You didn't have to put that in there. Or, just a little bit. But this film's way too long. I don't know. Maybe that's why people hated it, because it's too long. Maybe because it deviates from the cartoon. It is. I didn't watch Speed Racer. I didn't grow with Speed Racer. But I like the special effects. I thought the Wachowskis had a definite solid visual. Well, I guess no longer Wachowski brothers anymore, because I know one of them had a sex change. So I guess Wachowski brother and sister now. I remember liking this alright. I like John Goodman. I don't know. I thought it had an energy to it that I enjoyed, but I know the pacing was off. But for $3, I wanted to check it out again. And then there's the rest of stuff that I had gotten online. This I wanted to check out because it's a killer short film with Lou Diamond Phillips, an actor I very much enjoy, especially in The First Power. The First Power is my favorite Lou Diamond Phillips film. But it's Red Water. Fear strikes where you least expect it. I'm guessing it was made for TV because it says Sony Pictures Television, but at the same time it says rated R. So maybe it was made for cable? I don't know. But again, it says made for television, but it's rated R as well. So rated R for some violence. I don't like the some violence. I like it better if it just said violence, but some violence, I don't know. But it's rated R, so it has to be something in there. But I like Lou Diamond Phillips. This also has Christy Swanson and Coolio. But I got it because it has Lou Diamond Phillips, and I enjoy him as an actor. And I've heard one or two people, or I've read one or two people say that this actually has some good practical effects as well. So at least the shark is decent looking. But yeah, Lou Diamond Phillips in a killer shark film, Red Water. I don't think I've ever seen this. I'm like, wow. And I'm a fan of Lou Diamond Phillips. Of course, Young Guns as well. This came out a very Harold and Kumar Christmas. I'm a fan of the first two, and I enjoy this film. I'm a fan of these characters. I'm a fan of this series, so I wanted to get this. Granted, I should have waited till it got cheaper, but I'm like, you know what? I'm a fan. I wanted to get this. One thing I will say, though, I'm disappointed with the features. Apparently, the Blu-ray doesn't have much for features either. This only has additional scenes. Apparently, the Blu-ray, I guess, has an extended cut, but apparently there's not much to it. Like, there's no commentary tracks. Like, the DVDs on the first two films were packed. They had multiple commentary tracks and behind-the-scenes features, and for some reason this doesn't. And this didn't, I don't think this film flopped. I mean, I think it did as well as the second film. I mean, and I will say, I like the second film, but this is better than the second film. This should have had a better DVD. I don't understand why. But I enjoy this film. And of course, I got this, even though I've problem with Blu-ray, because I think it can do better. That's my problem with Blu-ray. It can do better. I've seen it done better. The Blu-ray The Cable Guy was good. The Alien box set, or the Alien quadrilogy Blu-ray was good. Battle Los Angeles looked great. I mean, it can do better. Intruder, Synapse, the Blu-ray Intruder looked great, and the features. The same time I was doing Red Scorpion. I know that's going to be great. So they can do better on Blu-ray. It's just a lot of times they half-ass it. You have the potential, but there's a lot of fuck-ups being done. And cheap, don't be cheap. So I know there's not going to be much difference, but I'm a big fan of this movie, and you're looking at it right now, and you'll know what I mean. Cobra. Thanks to Michael Keane for that great poster. I wanted the Blu-ray of Cobra because I'm a big fan of this movie. Again, it's not anyone else's #1 movie, but this has become my #1 favorite film because, you know, at a time, it's a time where I miss the 80s. I know I live in the 80s, but it's a nice place to live in. And this is like it kind of epitomizes 80s movies in a way. I know there's other films people would pick, but for me it's this. But I just love this film to death, so I'm like, you know what, I'm going to get it on Blu-ray. Has no new features. I'm sure the picture's not that much different. So, oh, it's a waste of money. Granted, but I'm a big fan of this movie. I'm a big fan of this movie, so I have the DVD, I have the CD, I have the poster, thanks to Michael Keane, thank you very much. And now I have the Blu-ray. So, you know, if I want to collect something, why not Cobra? But anyway, big fan of this film, so I want to get this on Blu-ray. And either way, that's pretty much it. These films, Ravenous, Manhunter, Speed Racer, Red Water, Harold Kumar, and Cobra Blu-ray, as well as this video game. As for what's coming next, I don't know. I know people suggest a lot of movies, but again, there's like 50 movies at least people have suggested. I can't just watch all 50 and, you know, it'd be a job. But I'll see what happens next and we'll go from there. But anyway, thank you for watching. Thank you for tuning in. And stay tuned until next time. Ciao.